On this episode of Jeffito's Movie Blog, I review the new disaster movie Geostorm. Stick around. Welcome back to Jeffito's Movie Blog. I'm Jeff Malicki, and if you love movies as much as I do, make sure that you hit that subscribe button. I bring you movie news, movie reviews, trailer reaction videos, box office predictions, and so much more. So make sure that you hit that subscribe button, and then click that little bell notification icon so that you don't miss anything. After an unprecedented series of natural disasters threatened the planet, the world's leaders came together to create an intricate network of satellites to control the global climate and keep everyone safe. But now, something has gone wrong. The system built to protect Earth is attacking it, and it becomes a race against the clock to uncover the real threat before a worldwide geostorm wipes out everything and everyone along with it. Geostorm stars Gerard Butler, Jim Sturgess, Abbie Cornish, Andy Garcia, and Ed Harris. It is rated PG-13 for destruction, action, and violence. Geostorm stars Gerard Butler and Jim Sturgess as a couple of brothers, and Gerard Butler is supposed to be like this brilliant scientist guy who developed this thing called Dutch Boy, which is a system of satellites that control and regulate the weather. Jim Sturgess plays an advisor to the president, and his girlfriend, or fiancé or whatever, is played by Abbie Cornish, and she's a Secret Service agent. Andy Garcia is the president, Ed Harris is in this thing as like a senator. There's some pretty recognizable names in here, but none of them give great performances. This movie marks the directorial debut of Dean Devlin. Now, if that name sounds familiar, it's because he was the producer on a lot of Roland Emmerich's movies back in the late 90s and early 2000s. Stuff like Stargate, Independence Day, and the 1998 Godzilla movie. I was really looking forward to this movie because I love those big budget, over-the-top disaster movies. You know, stuff like Independence Day, Armageddon, Deep Impact, Twister, The Day After Tomorrow, 2012. And if you go into this movie expecting another one of those types of movies, I think you're probably going to enjoy it. It is very predictable. It doesn't break any new ground in the disaster movie genre. If you've seen any of the disaster movies from the late 90s or early 2000s, you can basically telegraph exactly what's going to happen, but it's still a lot of fun. I guess if I had one negative, apart from the fact that, let's be honest, this is not a good movie by any means, it's that this is a disaster movie, but I left wanting to have seen more disaster. I wish that we would have gotten more destruction throughout the film. Instead, a good portion of this movie is setup and character development and trying to uncover a conspiracy. And that stuff is okay, it's enjoyable enough, but I really wanted more disaster and more destruction just sprinkled throughout the entire runtime. And I'm sure that there's going to be people out there that are going to harp on the global warming, climate change thing, and go on about how Hollywood is trying to lecture us, blah 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 blah. Shut your trap. This is a movie, it's fun, it's stupid entertainment, not everything needs to be political, stop reading more into this stuff than what's there. Just enjoy it for what it is. This movie's like a weird anomaly of a disaster movie and mystery, because a lot of time, and I think too much of the runtime, is spent trying to uncover this conspiracy of who hacked into the satellite network and made it stop working properly. And if I'm being honest, that part of the movie is actually quite compelling, and I was sitting there trying to figure it out right alongside the characters. I just wish that there was more destruction. I'd be lying if I said that I did not have a fun time with this movie. It is quite a bit of fun for what it is. If you're going in expecting a great movie, you are out of your mind. This isn't going to win any Oscars or anything, but not every movie needs to be Oscar bait. Overall, I liked this movie, but I did want a little bit more disaster and destruction, considering this is a disaster movie. I'm going to give Geostorm a 3 out of 5. This isn't the best disaster movie out there, but it certainly isn't the worst either. You just have to go in with the mindset of turning your brain off for 2 hours, shoving popcorn in your face, and enjoying some crazy, stupid, predictable, unplausible fun. It is a good time if you don't have high expectations. This movie is exactly what you think it's going to be if you've seen any of the previews or have seen anything about this movie. It's dumb, it's crazy, it's stupid, there are plot holes up the wazoo, but damn it, it's still a good time, and I had fun with it. And just a bit of fun trivia, my good buddy here on YouTube, Tyler Tompkins, was all set to be an extra in this movie 3 years ago, but couldn't make it on the day of the shoot because he had class and was like 5 hours away. Check out Tyler's review of the movie if you want. I'll leave a card right up over here, and I'll also leave a link in the description down below. So those are my thoughts on Geostorm. Have you seen it yet? If so, what did you think? What are some of your favorite disaster movies? Whatever you think, leave your thoughts in the comment section down below, and let's talk movies. Real quick, as long as you're here, make sure that you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already so that you don't miss any of my other videos. And if you like what I'm doing here, and if you want to help to support future videos, head on over to my Patreon page and consider becoming a Patreon supporter. That'll do it for this episode of Jeffito's Movie Blog. Thank you so much as always for watching, and until next time, I will see you at the movies. Bye-bye.